Hello, my loves. I'm so glad you found your way here today. Whenever you stumble upon a reading at the exact moment you need it most, it's never random. Something in your energy called you toward this space, toward this message, toward this moment of gentle clarity. So take a deep breath with me, soften your shoulders, and allow yourself to be held by the guidance that wants to meet you. Today, we're going to explore what the universe is preparing to bring into your life, especially within the next 24 hours. For some of you, this will be the beginning of a shift you've been hoping for. For others, it may feel like a confirmation or a sign you've been silently praying for. Whatever your situation is, I want you to relax and receive. Let's begin. The first card that reveals itself is the Ace of Cups, and the moment this card appears, the entire reading changes tone. The Ace of Cups is like a wave of pure, emotional renewal, a moment where the heart opens, spirit softens, and joy finally has room to flow again. For many of you, this feels like the beginning of emotional healing that overflows into something even greater, something that brings tears of relief, tears of joy, or tears that release memories you've been carrying alone for too long. The Ace of Cups is a promise. It says your heart will not remain heavy. Something is coming to soothe you, lift you, and fill you in ways you haven't felt in a very long time. This is the first sign that within the next 24 hours, your emotional world is preparing to shift in a beautiful way. It's subtle but powerful, like the moment before sunrise when the sky begins to glow and you just know light is coming. Next, we turn over the World, and this card feels like everything clicking into place. The World comes when something in your life is ready to complete, elevate, or expand. For many of you, this reading marks the start of a cycle where your manifestations become much more aligned, much more accessible. It's like the universe rearranging situations in the background just so you can finally step into a sense of wholeness. Some of you have been seeing repeating ones, 111, 1111, or the number 1 in unexpected places. These signs aren't coincidences. They're little reminders that your desires, the ones that originate from your deepest self, are beginning to take shape. The world gently whispers, put yourself first, honor your needs. When you center your energetic well-being, the universe naturally aligns with your intentions. And in the next 24 hours, you may feel the first glimpse of this alignment, a positive message, a sign, a sudden emotion, or an unexpected moment of clarity. The High Priestess enters next, bringing an energy of spiritual depth and inner wisdom. She asks you to pause, breathe, and reconnect with your intuition, even if life has been loud, overwhelming, or distracting lately. Over the next 24 hours, she encourages you to choose one gentle spiritual practice. It could be meditating for even a few minutes, listening to calming music, saying a small prayer, journaling, placing your hand on your heart and breathing slowly, lighting a candle, whispering words of comfort to yourself. This spiritual moment, however simple, acts as a key. When you tend to your inner world, you activate a doorway for good news to enter your outer world. The High Priestess says, once you reconnect with your own energy, something meaningful will come to you. A message, a sign, or a spark of guidance. And that beautiful moment, it comes after you choose to nurture your spirit. The Four of Swords reinforces this. You've been carrying thoughts that have worn you down, looping worries, mental exhaustion, tension in the body that shows up as tight shoulders, restless sleep, or a heavy feeling in the chest. This card asks you to rest, truly rest. Not the kind of rest where you scroll on your phone or half relax while your mind continues spinning, but genuine restorative stillness. The Four of Swords says, take a moment for your nervous system. You deserve peace, not just productivity. When you give yourself even a brief pause, you release the energetic knots that have been blocking your manifestations from flowing toward you. And that small pause, it amplifies the blessing that is heading your way within the next 24 hours. Next, the hermit gently steps in, holding his lantern, guiding you deeper into yourself. He represents introspection, inner truth, wisdom gained through solitude, and clarity born from reflection. Many of you have been feeling isolated or misunderstood, not because you're meant to be alone, but because you are being spiritually repositioned. You're learning to hear your own voice again, not the noise of expectations, not fear, not external opinions. The hermit says, when you reconnect with yourself, the world begins to align with you, not the other way around. This moment of inner stillness will play a role in the blessing that arrives. It prepares the path so you can actually receive what is meant for you. The Seven of Pentacles acknowledges how hard you've been trying. Your effort, your patience, your emotional endurance, all of it is being noticed. This card appears when something you've invested energy into is finally ready to bear fruit. It could be a relationship you've nurtured, healing work you've been doing, a goal you've been slowly building, emotional growth you're developing, or a change you've been hoping for. The Seven of Pentacles whispers, your patience has not been wasted. Something is ripening behind the scenes. Within the next 24 hours, you're likely to receive a sign that your efforts are working, a confirmation, a message, or a sense of progress that reminds you you're not stuck, you are shifting. The Emperor arrives with structure, authority, and clarity. This feels like communication, someone taking initiative, someone stepping forward, offering stability where there was uncertainty. The Emperor can represent a person who communicates directly, finally takes responsibility, expresses something clearly, reaches out after a long silence. He brings a message of order entering your life, mentally, emotionally, or externally through someone else. This is the first hint that the blessing coming your way might involve communication or contact that restores balance. Then we see the Page of Cups, and this is where the good news becomes unmistakable. The Page of Cups is a sweet message, an emotional offering, a heartfelt expression, a delightful surprise. And because he appears immediately after the Emperor, this means someone is sending or expressing something meaningful. It may come through a text, a call, a comment, a dream, a sign, or a moment of intuition that feels undeniably real. This is where the blessing within the next 24 hours begins to show itself clearly. The Page of Cups brings softness, vulnerability, warmth, an unexpected gesture that touches your heart. The Lovers deepens this message even more. This card represents emotional connection, healing in relationships, someone feeling drawn to you, harmony returning, communication improving. There's a strong sense of someone being guided toward you, whether romantically, platonically, or as a family connection seeking healing. If there has been distance, misunderstanding, or silence, this card suggests a bridge forming again. Your angels are aligning something here. The energy feels like a message that brings clarity or warmth, a connection becoming lighter, a heart opening toward you, and it ties directly into the blessing approaching within 24 hours. The Three of Cups is celebration, joy, and reunion. This is the card of good news, restored harmony, emotional relief, feeling supported, receiving uplifting energy. After the Page of Cups and the Lovers, the Three of Cups suggests that the communication or sign you receive will bring joy, not confusion, not heaviness. It may even spark gratitude, excitement, or a moment where you finally exhale and think, okay, things are actually shifting for me. This is the emotional upswing you've been needing. The Moon acknowledges your sensitivity. It reflects deep emotions, intuition heightening, fears or doubts rising, dreams carrying messages. This card suggests that the spiritual practice you choose today or tonight will significantly influence the blessing arriving tomorrow. The Moon also reveals that something hidden will come to light, a feeling, a truth, a message, or an insight that brings clarity to uncertainty. Your emotions will settle, your intuition will sharpen, your inner world will feel softer and safer again. Finally, the Knight of Wands bursts into the reading with movement and action. This is fast energy, bold, lively, passionate. It signals quick communication, swift change, motivation returning, renewed passion for life. This is the moment when something arrives unexpectedly. A message, an idea, a shift, an inspiration, something that energizes you and reminds you of your own inner fire. The blessing coming within 24 hours will not be passive. It will move something forward. It will lift you, motivate you, and bring certainty where there was hesitation. The cards together are saying, pause, breathe, reconnect with your spirit. Because once you do, the universe is ready to bring you a message, a sign, a moment of clarity, a wave of emotional warmth. Something that reminds you you're not alone, you're not forgotten, and you're not stuck. Within the next 24 hours, a shift takes place. Something small but powerful, something that touches the heart in a meaningful way. And this moment becomes the beginning of a new cycle where your energy and your manifestations start aligning more easily than before. Take care of yourself today. Your blessing is already on its way.